All right. Hello. Uh, my name is Kajay, and this is a bit of a demonstration, bit of a showcase, bit of an explanation as to what I'm doing with this character, Kasparov, so far. This is a platform fighting game. It's called Nova. As you can see, there's no animations for any of the attacks, but don't mind that for now. Anyway, so the thing I'm debuting is Kasparov's specials. He has 3 of them, and they all interact with his airwalk mechanic. This is basically a thing where he can hold up at any point, and that'll allow him to suspend himself in midair. Once you hold up to go into float, you can hold down jump, and that is how you can get a neutral input while doing it. So if you just hold jump the whole time and tap up, then all you have to do is hold jump afterwards and you can float. The way this interacts with the rest of his specials are very interesting because first of all, when he does his up special, it's kind of like a Robin thing going on. He launches a projectile and he pushes himself into the air. You can see when he goes off stage, it's good for like fighting enemies that are trying to recover. The straight up version is okay for recovery, but you can see it doesn't push him very far. This is because he kind of has airwalk to supplement this. So realistically, you shouldn't just be up specialing, you should be airwalking and then up specialing after you get to the wall. If you happen to be like recovering over here, you could just airwalk in and then yeah. But the way you can mess with this on the ground is this momentum you get from up specialing can be cancelled by activating your airwalk, and you can turn it around. You can turn airwalk around within the first 5 frames. You can see I jump, I turn around because I press the other direction when I airwalk. So what you can do with that is you can launch it in the opposite direction and then combo your opponent off of it. Additionally, you could just launch it directly upwards to just leave a hitbox on the ground wherever you were. And you can still move during the recovery frames of it as long as you're airwalking. So even though you can't attack, you could essentially still move yourself even though you can't really, do anything. And because of that, it makes another one of his specials pretty strong. Now, the first time I'm going to use this is going to kind of skew your perception of it because the way it works is that it charges over a 2000 frame time limit. And there are 3 different forms of it. You'll see exactly what I mean as soon as I use it. There's the first form, kind of small, the second form, medium, and the last form, which is really big. And that's it. So essentially what this is it's a moving tornado. You can combo opponents into it, and you can combo with it. It stays out for a really long time once you do the final version of it, but the beginning version doesn't stay out for that long. As you can see, you can angle it up or down by holding up or down when you throw it out, and additionally you can throw it short if you just like tap the button, but if you hold it you can throw it even further and it still stays up for the same amount of time. And of course you can still angle it up and down, and as you can see right there, if you do an airwalk afterwards, you completely cancel the backwards momentum that you normally would get when you use it. So it essentially allows you to use it and then like threateningly walk up with it, and that's good because it also allows you to, wow, I dropped it. It also allows you to do you know what, give me a second. It also allows you to do combos like this where you can kind of move with the tornado and hit your opponent with it multiple times. Oh, well, I kind of spoiled something there. Oh, I dropped it. Hey, the double hit. Bro. Hey, there you go. There you go. That's probably going to be a really big combo, like spiking your opponent back into the tornado. For reference, the last hit of this down air spikes. The first hit is a weak hit, but the second hit is like a surprisingly strong hit that you can, oh, that was the first hit. You could like use the second hit close to the edge to kill. It's very interesting the way you can integrate it into combos. Damn it. I tried to jump and I misinputted and got airwalk, and it was all bad from there. No, the other way. Whoa! It's still double hit. You can see that this character and Tornado, pretty insane. I broke something. What? One last thing I almost forgot to mention. The largest version of Tornado will always hit in. As you can see right there, if I can get it to hit one more time. No. The largest version will always hit in. The lowest version will always hit away. You can DI it for it to hit in, but normally it hits away like that. I should have the medium-sized one now. Okay, there you can see. The medium-sized one knocks straight up. Yeah. Kasparov can also buff himself in a similar way to Wii Fit. There's a few things he doesn't get. But the way it works is with your neutral special, it will pull up, ta-da, a bit of a rhythm game. I kind of just want to show you how it looks. You can see the bar moves across, and then there's notes you have to hit. If you don't hit the note, you fail. There's no animation for it right now, so it's a little unclear. But once I start doing it, you'll see what I mean. So you have to time your hits in accordance with the notes, and once you do that, you get like a wicked speed boost. You can airwalk for almost twice as long as before. You can see I airwalk straight across the entire stage. You get extra height on all your jumps and your up special, except for your air dodge. Your air dodge remains the same pretty much. But it lasts for 800 frames, and then as you can see, I'm back to normal. So every subsequent time on a stock you do it, you get a harder rhythm game. So that one wasn't much harder. You'll see what I mean in a bit. I don't know why I air dodged there. Oh, I forgot to mention, your Tornado also charges twice as fast while you are buffed from this rhythm game. So you can see I already have a medium-sized Tornado. I wouldn't have that yet if I wasn't buffed, pretty much. I'm going to try and demonstrate all of the difficulties in the rhythm game to you. That of course was the easiest one. Maybe I can try to get some combos in the meantime. Okay, that barely any of that was true. Oh, and I reset. Okay, I have to remember not to reset so I can actually get all the harder rhythm games. Oh, here we go. 5th time the charm recording this. This is easy too. It's very easy. It's the second easy one. I believe medium 1 is next. Yep, it's a simple 4-note rhythm, but it's a pattern. It's a rhythm. You could mess it up. Medium 2 you can also mess up. It has a very irregular rhythm to it, as does medium 3. Very strange, very anti-4-4 rhythm there. The hard one is not very hard. Hard 2 is honestly comparably way harder. It's just like a straight 8 notes. And you're going to see me fuck it up a lot because it's actually not easy at all. I think I get it this time. There you go. Good job. Ooh. This last one is the hardest. It's Kasparov's rhythm. 8 notes. Alright, so for the most part, that's pretty much everything Kasparov has going on. Except I lied, actually. I lied. There's one more thing that Kasparov has in his kit that isn't a part of his specials, and it's his tempo mechanic. So, it might be a little hard to see now, but I want you to try and follow what I'm saying here. This is a normal down tilt. Alright? You can see that Lilith comes out of hit stun right before she hits the ground. Pretty normal stuff. This is a tempo down tilt. Lilith went higher that time, but she still almost came out of hit recovery when she hit the ground. You see? So she was actually in it for longer. See, this is this normal down tilt. Tempo down tilt. Goes higher, still almost hits the ground at the same time. It's going to be easier for you to visualize with something like up tilt. This is normal up tilt, right? You can see that Lilith, she doesn't remain in hit stun for very long, right? Basically, as she arrives at Kasparov's head, she comes out of hit stun, pretty much. However, if I down tilt, up tilt, you can see that she stays in hit stun until she hits the ground. That's the tempo mechanic. Anytime you use two grounded normals into each other, the second will always have more hits done. And if you've guessed it already, that also applies to aerials. That that up air has way more stun than an up air is normally supposed to have, right? I hate that. This is about as much stun as it should usually have, right around there, right? But if I do this, you can see Lilith stays in stun for way longer. It might be a little hard to visualize, but trust me, it's very easy to feel. You can very quickly see how Kasparov gets some of his links once you understand what's going on under the hood. By the way, it has nothing to do with if you hit two aerials or two attacks after each other. If Kasparov down tilts and he does not come off of the floor, this up tilt will be a tempo up tilt. And the same thing goes for in the air. If I nair and then stay floating, my next nair is going to be a tempo nair. My next fair is going to be a tempo fair. So it's much more so using the button than actually landing the hit. See, this is, let me show you a normal nair, right? Okay, yeah, that's a tempo nair. Let me get it better. And that's a tempo nair. Stays in stun for way longer. And it's all thanks to the tempo mechanic. I can even grab afterwards and then get a tempo forward air, up air. Yeah, oh, one more thing. If Kasparov is in his tornado without a double jump, he'll get his double jump back. Yeah, pretty cool, right? All of these decisions have led me. He can also destroy his own tornado by throwing his up special at it, just in case you want to get rid of it early and throw out another one. Like maybe it's in a bad position, you're like, I don't really like that tornado anymore. Maybe it served its purpose, you want to throw out another one and continue your combo, you know? Something like that. Yeah, I'm sure you guys are gonna go fucking crazy with this stuff. But thanks to all of his mobility, thanks to all of his options, thanks to what is quite possibly the strongest special in the game, Kasparov is gonna be moved to the lightest weight class. I figured that it only made sense. Oh, by the way, the stronger tornadoes can't be destroyed by projectiles. So the weak ones can be destroyed by pretty much any projectile, as you saw there. But the stronger ones, you need to hit it. Well, actually, no. I'm thinking about making it so that you hit it with multiple projectiles and it goes away. But I'm thinking they just remain like the indomitable forces that they are. Oh, I thought I got a big one. I mean, you kind of saw it there. I threw my own up B into it and it didn't get destroyed. So, yeah, it doesn't matter how much projectiles you hit it with. You just gotta kind of move around it. But anyway, that's Kasparov for the most part. Yes, he has no down special. He does have a charge attack. It's like I want you to imagine Peach up smash, but instead of just staying in place, she like shoots into the sky when she does it. And oh yeah, just like everything else in his in his kit, if you airwalk during it, you can still move during the recovery frames. Yeah, it's cool. But you can combo into it. Yeah, Steam Theater's ceiling is really high. That 100% would have killed on like HQ or Top of the World. Anyway, yeah, this is pretty much all Kasparov has to offer. I can tell he's going to be a menace, just like all the rest of the characters in this game. But he just had interesting mechanics that I felt like deserved their own like talk along video to see like any general reception of. I think the way I implemented them are open to change. They're definitely not perfect. Wow, that still didn't go. They're definitely not perfect. Yeah, for the most part, I like them. I like the ideas of them. And the ideas for most of these things came from a friend. I didn't really come up with like this specific idea, but once I was given like the idea, I kind of made it into something, if you see what I'm saying. Very, very good advice. But yeah, same thing with Tornado. I mean, my implementation of it is definitely something, but the idea was not my own. It was definitely a very good suggestion. I think I made it into something a little bit more menacing than what it was originally intended to be. But yeah, just pretty much everything going on with Kasparov. I'm gonna animate this game eventually. I promise.